remember this stuff here. 4 or more VP. It's my rally phase 4. Did I roll for weather? I feel like I did.
Probably, but if you want to roll for it, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not in my notes, so I'll just do it. 7, no change. Granted, I don't think we ever. How many times has it ever changed?
Like twice, I think.
Yeah, something stupid like that. Alright. Well, we'll go straight into rally phase. What am I gonna do? Disrupted. It's a giant stack. I'm gonna do my self rally on M2. Not gonna make it. I will attempt to rally the guy in L8. Is my guy a commissar? I think he actually might be. Japanese. Am I missing something here? I forget if that guy's a commissar or not. He might not actually be, but I think he wouldn't. Actually, you know what? Let me check the counter mix. It's probably gonna be faster. Pretty sure he's not because he's got a -1. Single man counters. Yeah, he's not. Okay. So, I got 2 guys rallying down here. So, wounded leader first, and then other guy. The wounded leader will rally, but the squad does not. They will lose their DM. And then I got a rally over in H3. There's a -1 for the leader, -1 for the building. So it gets me to 4, so no. And I think that's it for rallies.
You don't have any broken guns, do you?
No. No, the only broken thing is the where my berserk guys are at.
Actually, I just remembered I don't have to do that. Alright, we will do D4 then.
Okay.
They don't get the +1 or the -1 because they're self-rallying, right?
Yeah, if you have a leader with them, it wouldn't count as self-rallying. If they're self-rallying, because there is no leader, there's a +1 to the self-rallying, and there's a -1 for the building. And then
so they fail just regardless, I think. So
gotcha. I think that might be it, unless you're deploying or whatever. I'm just gonna click discs. Paranoid. All right, no pins were left. Cool. All right, prep fire phase. Alright, well, I think I have to do that one. So, I'm going to declare opportunity fire from the guys in N2.
That means they basically don't get halved during advance fire, right?
Yeah, yeah. They're forfeiting prep and their move to not suffer any penalties later on. I'm going to have I should do both. Squads in J7 and J8 are going to fire group against H6. So it's a 6 firepower up 2. That is not going to work. H3, I'm going to have the leader and the non-broken squad shoot at F3. So that's a 6 up 1. 10 on 6, nothing. G4 will shoot at the same target as a 6 up 2. 6 on 6. Pretty sure it's just a normal morale. 1 morale check. And sniper. So that, I think it breaks the half squad, or stripes them, and pins the squad. Since I'm pretty sure they could stripe. Unless I'm wrong. Did I forget that about
actually not giving me the option?
Yeah, okay, they do break. I don't know why I always assume that half squads stripe. I think it's crews that mess with me. In any case, sniper on your side. Thank God. I can't shoot with my berserk guys. Is that riff on? J5 is also going to shoot at H6 as a 4 up 2 shot. I'm pretty sure 9 on 4 is nothing. And I think that will be it. Movement phase, Berserks have to move first. I'm pretty sure the only close guy in line of sight is H6. So they commence their Doom March. I'll just go I5 for 1.
Well, I don't think the medium machine gun can see you, so the only question is whether the conscripts will fire.
Okay, so 3 down 2. That's still on 1. 2 on 1 is a 1 MC. Their morale is 10, so they don't pin, so they pass. Sniper? No sniper. They then continue to I6 for 2.
Alright, here the medium machine gun will open up on them.
Mm-hmm. So 4 down 2. Oh my god. Uh, 2 on 4, K2.
K2.
So half squad. And morale. They don't pin, so they are fine, quote unquote. And oh my god, sniper. Where the hell's my sniper? There. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 05 and 06 are equal, so I'll go to 05. So it's random selection on however many targets, since you don't have to reveal them. So essentially, you do random selection to see who gets hit within the stack, and then the result applies to whoever got hit. I think the only way it affects anybody else is if like it's a leader and they break or die or whatever.
If they stripe, does it mean they have to be revealed?
I'm pretty sure yes. I'm pretty sure it just reveals whatever gets targeted regardless, but okay, so let's just see in case. Sniper. Because the only thing I could see being different is if whenever an armed non-berserk Japanese squad fails or suffers a 1, it undergoes step reduction. Oh, okay. So that's like even better for Japanese squads. Cool.
So I'm fairly sure, even though I got rate with the machine gun, I can't fire 2 again.
Yeah, just because it's one movement factor in the road. That being said, they have to continue into H6 for 4 movement factors total.
Yeah, but if I fire at you, I'm also firing at my own troops.
No, because you're only affecting moving troops. If it was defensive fire phase, then yes, you'd be targeting both. So, in this instance, I think I'm actually not sure what the because the squad in the hex has to shoot regardless. I just can't remember if they have to shoot first, which I think they do. Final protective fire. Maybe it's in Berserk. Because obviously it changes things if you shoot with the MMG and it breaks my guys or kills them, then you don't have to, or you wouldn't have to do final protective fire. But I'm not sure what the specific order is.
I'll be honest, I don't mind if I do final protective fire there and then fire with the machine gun after.
Well, in any case, light them up.
So it's doubled then halved?
It's tripled because I'm in the same hex. So it's tripled, halved.
4.5?
So it's 9. Yeah, 4.5. And then I get the building, so +2. I'm not assault moving, so -1. So 4.5 up 1. Alright, you gotta stop rolling 4s, Jesus.
That doesn't help me, it's a 1 MC.
You never know. 1 MC, they barely, they pass. Sniper, no hot sniper. That was also a morale check, and you guys are fine. Yeah, now the machine gun can shoot.
So it's going to be a 4 up 1.
Did he have rate? Yeah. Eh? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. So it's still
7 on 4 is a no. Never mind.
PTC. That is rate, and it does cost 2 to get in there, so technically you can shoot at him 1. Well, yeah, 1 more.
Sure.
NMC this time. And pass.
I still have a rate, honestly.
Yeah, but I don't think you can shoot more times than moving factors. So you can keep rate on your machine gun in case I move anybody else. It just means that you won't shoot at the berserk guys.
Bye conscripts. No. Okay.
Where is... I don't need somebody who's super fancy anywhere else. The 9-1 leader is going to assault move into L7.
Okay.
Technically. The squad in J3 is going to move, normal move to I4 for 2.
Hold on, sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
And then continues to H4 for 4.
All right.
L5 will assault move to L6. I could do... K6 goes to K7 for 1.
Okay.
J7 for 2.
We'll fire at you.
Okay. So it'll be, what is it, 6?
Non-assault move, but
It's
it's not
-1 for non-assault move.
All right, so 6 down.
All right, that's like your 7th 4 in a row. Jesus.
K2, if I'm reading that right.
Yep. And they break. Sniper doesn't activate. The concealed guys will assault move to J6. If no shot, then the crew, the 227 and N3 is going to go to O3 for 1.
Okay, the unit in 05 will fire at them.
Mm-hmm. It's a 5 down 2.
Conditional task check.
And pins. That's it for
Can I ask a dumb question? How does the 11 pin?
Because it's a task check. Right?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Duh. It's been a long day.
Rust.
Sorry.
It's rust. That's it for movement, so defensive fire.
Oh, good. Hopefully Akiva doesn't type something. I think that medium machine gun would have to intensive fire to continue firing, so I am going to mark it fired. That's cool. cool with you.
Sure.
The unit in F3 and the unit in F4 will combine to fire on G4.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 4.5 up 2. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be a 6. 9.
It's a 9, yeah.
Up 2. 9 up 2. Thankfully, I didn't have a machine gun to use there. And the 37 mil in E4 will also fire at G4. So it is infantry type 2, so that's a -1.
I think it's just a +1.
That's it. So just down or up 1.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure, anyways. All right.
So that's a critical, yeah?
Yeah. So it doubles whatever the firepower is, and then you get a -2 on the roll.
So it's 4 firepower at -2. So that's going to be a 4 on 4, which is 1 MC.
And another break.
What was that?
It's my roommate. My roommate who gets too mad at children playing video games. He smashes his mouse and shit. Whoa. Thanks.
Sorry, I'm considering here.
No, no worries.
I think that's it.
All right. The Berserk squad's gonna shoot, so they are tripled halved, so it's 1.5 up 2. I'm not gonna do anything. The HMG, man, I'm not sure about that, but HMG and N2 will shoot at 0.5. I think it's alright. Oh, thank God. So it's a 6 firepower up 2. 7 on 6. I think that's an NMC. Yeah. Nothing. I will shoot again. That's an 8 on 6. Just a PTC this time.
Also passes.
Gonna shoot again. Same results. Pin. Hooray, he pinned. I think my luck's run out on that guy, so I'm gonna switch and shoot at P3 as a 3 up 2. And nothing. No break either, thankfully. Do I have anybody else that could shoot? No. Road phase. Alright, this guy has to route, so G4 will route to H3 and then continue to I4. Actually, you know what? No. He'll stay in... Oops. He'll stay there. The broken squad in, was it J7, is going to route to L8. And I don't have anybody else that has to route.
My half squad will route to E4 and then continue routing to D4.
Right?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see anybody else. Leader in L7 goes to M7. The crew with the HMG. They will advance to M2. I'm pretty sure that also, yeah, it's 2 down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that CXs them as well. There's no reason to put those guys in risk. K5 will advance to L5. The full squad in J5 goes to K5. The LMG and squad will go to M6. And I think that'll be it. No CC. Japanese turn 4.
There's CC.
Oh, right. I don't know why I didn't count the Berserk guys. So there's no ambush because they're already in the same location with each other. I'm at a 1 to 4, which is not good odds.
If that helps you.
You're what?
I'm conscripts, so I'm lax.
Yeah, it doesn't. If there was an ambush chance, it would actually wouldn't help anyways because Berserk guys are automatically lax. Let me check. I'm just not sure if a hand-to-hand is in place. No.
I think it is automatically if I'm the attacker, but
Yeah, if you're attacking, but since I'm attacking, I don't think I have the opportunity. So it's just going to be a 1 to 4 roll. 1 short.
And I think I'm at 3 to 1.
Yeah.
So I
Kill him. And yeah, over to you.
Is that a weather change?
That would be gusts, so yes. Not that anybody has smoke anyways, but...
Oh my god, something happened with the weather.
Weather change. Alright, so...
I got some more rallying to do. Let's see. We'll start with the crew that is self-rallying.
Turn blaze. Please. Yeah, it just means that we'll have to double check for smoke if we put smoke during this turn, but I don't think anybody can anyways.
Yeah. I should have done this before. I am going to reveal this leader because I'm using him. He does not happen on the crew because I didn't reveal him before. So
Sure.
the squad will attempt to rally. And food. It's down 1 for the building, right?
Yeah, but they're DM.
Ah, yes. They do lose their DM, however.
Correct.
And that's it for me.
I've got a bunch of stuff, so first and foremost, let's do my shitty leader first. So only the top guy has a DM. Rally does not work for the first one, but the second guy rallies. M7, going to attempt rally with them. Nope. And then over in H3, the top guy doesn't have DM, the bottom guy does, so top, bottom. Top guy rallies, bottom guy does not. No, he had... No, the guy who just rallied there did not have an LMG. Okay. And that's it for rallies.
Yeah, I don't think any broken equipment, so yep. Open fire. I need to look something up. 1 second.
Sure. Oh, you know what? While you're doing that, I think I forgot this. So,
Stick to me like glue and keep your eyes open.
thank you, Cenozoic, for the follow.
All right. Sorry about that. The medium machine gun in F5 is going to fire at I5, or excuse me, J5.
Okay.
So that is going to be 4 up 2. We is bound to happen. The conscripts in F4 will fire at H4. So that's going to be 3 up 2.
Okay.
7 on 3. Conditional attacks check.
Pass and your sniper.
Nothing. The unit in F3 will fire at H3.
Okay.
So that is also going to be 3 up 2. That is going to be nothing but DM your guys.
Mm-hmm.
The unit in F7 will fire at J7.
Okay.
Which is going to be a 6. Orchards up 1.
No, it's just 6 flat.
7 on 6, which is a normal morale check.
Breaks.
And I have rate. So I will fire at J8.
Okay.
Yes, I can see that. So that's going to be, 2 up 2?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Units in 05 and 06 will fire group on M6.
Okay.
That's going to be, I believe, 11 up 2.
Yeah.
It's a 9 on 11. Conditional.
They fail. Pinned.
The squad in 07 will fire at M7. So that's going to be 4 up 2. Nothing but demon.
Excuse me.
I fired the conscripts in H6, right? No.
Uh,
So
didn't think
H6
so.
will fire across the way at H4. So that's going to be 3 up 2.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that's nothing.
Yeah, 3, no.
This will unconceal and fire at the half squad next to it. So that's going to be 8 flat.
Mm-hmm.
10 on 8 is nothing.
It's not a conditional or anything? Wow. Okay.
Nah, just missed it by 1. 9.
Yeah,
Is it TTC?
would have figured that would have been CTC, but anyways.
This is an assault move.
Okay.
Assault move.
Okay.
Assault move.
Okay.
Alright. And done.
All right. Might as well. H4 to F4 as a 3 up 2, and 1.5 up 2 for the concealed guys. Up to 6, so normal morale check versus everybody else. And, or sorry, yeah, 3 PTC versus everybody, and missed on the concealed guys.
So pin test check. Okay.
Yeah, PTC against anybody who's not concealed. And then the sniper.
Who is?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure you got lucky a couple times the first session. H3 will shoot at F3. So that is a 12 up 1. 6 on 12. 2 MC. I'll take a stripe, sure. J8 will shoot at H8 as a 1.5 up 2. It's a miss. The pin squad with the LMG will shoot at 05 as a 2.5 up 2. They cower. I don't think it's going to be anything. 03 is going to shoot at P3 as a 4 up 2. All right. The HMG is going to also shoot at the same target as a 6 up 3. What is with all the 4s today? 7 on 4 PTC and sniper and rate.
It's on 6, remember? You're firing your heavy and machine gun, so it's on 6.
Oh, am I counting on something else again? 7 on 6? Oh, NMC. Sorry. I don't know why I'm tired. That's my excuse.
Another
Right.
4. So I passed my morale check, but I give you a sniper as well. So my sniper. No.
Right.
Come on, 1.
Don't call it. Jesus. All right. 6-2 goes there. 1, 2, 3. I have to go back to the same guys. So it turns them into a half squad. I had rate of fire on my HMG, so I will try one more shot. That's an 8 on 6, which is a PTC. Do I want to try? No. Advanced fire phase.
Yeah, none. I'm fine with that. Routes. You get the only one.
Oh, those guys are pinned. Sorry. J7 will route towards and get to L8. The other guy was not DM'd.
No CC.
Right.
Over to you.
Pins come off. Weather, no change. Rallies. Alright, well, I've got this lone guy up here. He's going to attempt to rally. 7. Nope. We'll do crappy leader first. So, DM squad and then other guys. The other guys pass. There's nothing special because they're not. It's not a self rally. M7 is next. They will not rally. DM comes off. And then lastly, H3. No, definitely not. And that's it for my rallies.
Alright, and I have this stack here, which has a leader. So starting with the crew. We'll finally rally. And the squad will also rally. It'll be half squad, I guess. I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. That's it for rally phase. Prep fire. There wasn't an LMG with that 07 group?
No, not with that.
Oh, okay. M6. Might as well just shoot 05. So it's gonna be 5 up 2. That breaks the LMG. The HMG and M2 will shoot at P3 as a 6 up 3. That is not going to do it. And they can lose their CX. The squad in H4 will shoot at F4 as a 3 up 2. They'll cower to 1, so I'm pretty sure 6 on 1. Yeah, that's a miss. And sniper.
Oh, dagnabbit. I forgot to try and repair my mini machine gun. Oh well. We're just very excited.
How much do I even want to shoot with? Might as well. H3 will shoot at F3. So it's going to be a 12 up 1. Actually, I'm going to put the leader on top because I hate not having the leader up top. 9 on 12 is a normal morale check.
That is an ELR.
Yeah. So half squad, first or not first line, whatever. Conscripts or whatever. That'd be silly. I think that's it. Movement phase. The squad with the LMG and L5 will assault move to L6. The leader, the 9-1 leader and M7 will go to L7. The conscripts in K5 will assault move to L5. J8 will assault move to K9. The conscripts in J5 will assault move to K5. J6 will assault move to J5. And I think the only no, I'll worry about that afterwards. The crew in O3 assault moves to N3.
The squad in P3 will fire at them as they move.
Okay.
So it can be a 4 up 2.
Yeah. And if nothing else, that is it for move phase.
All right. All 3 units here will fire group on M6. 4, 10, 14.
Okay.
14 up 2. Cower. So Jesus. So we just have it to what, 6?
No, it's so if they're at 14, it's 12 to 8, and then up 2 for building. So 8
So
on
8 on 8. So
morale. Pass, but sniper. That's a 2. That's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you got a big old stack or a guaranteed break.
I will big old stack it.
All right. Well, there is a leader, 2 squads, and a broken squad. So, leader, squad, broken squad. So, there's a choice to be made between all 3, and then you have to roll sniper activation again to see if it does anything else. Because
So I get to pick, or what is it? How does it work?
So the way it works is that on ties, you pick the first one, and then the other ones you'd have to re-roll a sniper activation to see if it affects them as well.
Alright.
I'm just gonna see if I can pull up the. Yeah, so if the random selection results in multiple targets, only one sniper's choice is attacked by the initial sniper attack DR. The others are each subject to a new sniper DR. The sniper attack is resolved against the selected enemy targets, plural, with two exceptions, and etc.
So I will resolve the initial one against the 9-1 leader.
Yep.
And the other two, it
So
breaks
broken squad. Yeah, that got moved again. So broken squad becomes reduced. So they're a half squad. Not that I think it matters anymore at this point, because I think I have to concede. What's the CVP? Is it? Would it be?
I mean, you kill one more leader and you win.
No, because I have to get 4 more than you.
Oh, right.
So yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think logistically I can win this one, especially since my forces have taken a beating. I can never really figure out the right time for dare death. It just seemed like it, I don't know. I I I think I was tempted to do it this turn, but not that it really matters since I prep fired him and all that stuff.
I was actually going to unleash a bonsai attack on my next one.
Yeah. Yeah, Chinese win a game
I'm
and if
I'm not really sure what the advantage is. I mean, I guess unless you're not going against machine guns, you can't pin. That really seems to be the only major
well,
effect.
so bonsai charge is it's kind of like you want to get that massive infantry. So if you're charging against a smaller amount of units, it's better. Like I forget how many, if it's everybody in the bonsai charge that needs line of sight or just like certain guys. But let's say like you bonsai charge these guys and they are against H3, assuming it's legal, right? Um, it's 3 stacks that I would have to split fire against, right? Um, and bonsai charge, I think like human wave, it doesn't matter if units merge into a similar hex or if they split. I don't think there's a limit on that. So essentially, you can just like you can funnel into certain areas or avoid you know deathly areas, I guess we'll call them.
Yeah, there's some funkiness with the way you can move around, stuff like
Yeah,
counters, I think, and stuff like that.
and I mean, realistically, bonsai charge does give you +1 morale, which it's not, it's not the best thing in the world. But if because the Japanese just stripe, you can be a lot more aggressive with your movement, especially if you have full squads. Um, Dare Death, it's the same thing as like Berserk, where like it's not exactly the worst thing ever. Like for example, my squad in I4 when it berserked, like the only thing that sucked about it was that when it finally got to its initial target, it like those guys died, but not because of the berserks. So they have to find a new target, and they're just it's just that you end up exposing yourself a lot is really the downside to it. But 10 morale is like, I mean, you shot at him 4 or 5 times and he didn't. You only
Yeah, no, I was going to try it just to see how it goes, and because it seemed like this was an opportune,
yeah.
time to try it out.
And I think I find my HMG and MMG stuff was just poor placement. I should have thought about that more. Um, yeah, I think really, if anything, like having a string of like 4s constantly from you, that's
Yeah, that didn't
kind of
help.
kind of beat me down a lot more. I mean, just looking at losses from turn 3, like it's unsustainable. Um, Losing a leader in the first turn and like one of the first moves was kind of garbage as well. Um, just whatever. I think Dice got it, but I'm trying to think of this map as like how would I like how do you play as the Chinese with what you have? and how you do that. You know, like I set up first, so I'm at a disadvantage with how I'm setting up. Um, I've got what's it, 9, 12. I can get 14 or 16 squads total, plus 3. So I have 19 squads. You start with 11, 14. Yeah, so it's. I think maybe the issue I have is that it's comparable forces, and usually when you're on attack, you need more. So I don't know.
I think the Japanese. I think the scenario would be. I don't say more interesting, but it might be a little bit um, more palatable if the Japanese did not get their reinforcements. Like if you just have what's on map is your thing, that kind of forces you to play a little bit more conservatively because you're not having. I literally had basically 4 elite squads show up with LMGs, like literally coming out their rears, plus a couple of really good leaders.
I mean, I'm fine. I think I'm okay with them getting reinforcements. Maybe not as many, but uh, I think the real issue is just that not that it doesn't take into account. I think it's just the Japanese player, because you only stripe in a lot of circumstances. With the IIFT, it doesn't affect it as much. Like if a 447 squad, if these guys, if they stripe, that's a if you're not playing with the IIFT, that's 2 firepower loss rather than 1, and I think that has a much higher impact on the game. Um, but like I said, I had some poor rolls. ELR screwed me over on quite a few squads. And my HMG, like my support weapon stuff was not great. I like losing my MMG in turn 3. Um, just not really getting them in a spot. I don't think it was also. I think maybe I just didn't read it right, but you coming in from this side and also like really threw me for a loop. I don't know why I expected you to only be able to do these 3 sides. So.
I did do that correct. I thought I
Oh yeah, yeah. What you did was correct. I'm just saying I didn't expect that. Um, so then it's like, okay, well, I pushed heavily to the west, got some CVP, but as soon as the Chinese starts losing CVP,
yeah,
it's
you really
pretty
need
hard
to
to get
get
them back.
factory the D2 factory.
I mean, if I could have gotten D2, I would have felt a lot better, just because of the 3 VP it gives. But I think that's also the weakness uh, of the setup. Maybe maybe the play is that like you should set up as the Chinese in D2 since you get to pick it. So why pick anything else but it? I don't know. Certainly, I think that if anything, it was my setup more than anything that screwed me over. Setup and HMG and sport and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still a little bit baffled as to why we get the wire. It doesn't really seem like it does much of anything.
Oh, it does a lot. I have to get around. Like I instead of using roads, I have to go around into higher costing locations.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I feel like the way the combat goes, the only place it really affected was the top right over there, like M3. Those two were the only real effective ones. I mean, I guess J1 as well, but the other two seemed kind of not worth it, to be honest. But
Well, think about it this way. Like with my HMG in N2, if I want to get anywhere that's safe, I can't go down the road to L3, right? I have to go into the buildings, which is an automatic CX. So,
yeah, that's true.
like in advance, anyways. But I wouldn't be able to advance through wire, and if I'm in the wire, I think it's a +1 for my shots and a -1, not counting CC. CC is also negatives. Um, So yeah, I think wire can be very instrumental. I think also, for example, if I was to replay this and if I was the Japanese player and the Chinese player picked D2 that building, then you just line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all with wire. So if you want to reinforce it as the Chinese player, you have to come through here or through here. Like you have to go around the wire. You can go through, but the movement cost we saw with the Fox's first bite or whatever, like months and months ago in the World War One stuff.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I guess I still don't have a feel for it because we haven't really used it a heck of a lot.
I mean, to be fair, with how I was set up at the start and being able to come in from any board, I think it's very circumstantial as to where you can put it to have a real impact. So I wouldn't take it too.
No, I'm not too worried about it. I really wasn't relying on it for anything in particular beyond being annoying. So if it was that, then mission succeeded.
Yeah, like even just like covering this entire road, just wire that all up. You can't come in from the east because it's too much.
Yeah.
Like
No, that's a good point.
so stuff like that. But I think if anything, what this scenario in particular is teaching me about wire is that you should never. Maybe the trick is you should never have it in singles. You should always have it as a connected, like one connected group, because then you're like one hex is easy to go around. 2 or 3 is when it starts to get costly in movement factors.
Yeah, no, that's a good plan. That's a good thought. I hadn't really considered that. I don't know. Would it have been thinking about it? It probably would have been better to throw that's the one that's in N4 into M4 then, kind of creating a little wire bungle there.
So the only reason I think that's still fine is because of you still have the high cost buildings next to them, but if you put like unbeknownst to you obviously, but if D7 was over an M4, then yeah, I'd agree. But otherwise, I think the other two are definitely in good spots. The only reason D7 I would say is bad is just because we didn't play on that board edge, but I mean, that's so circumstantial that.
Yeah, it was kind of like I didn't really have a lot of troops over there, so I just wanted to throw something in there to make it a little harder to
Yeah.
around,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was all right. I mean, I think the scenario needs some tuning, but I think overall, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that or like I said, it's probably more. I just didn't attack properly.
I gotta say, I kind of dig the Japanese man portable 37.
Yeah, that was. I mean, 5 pp though. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy, but it's got a really good rate of fire, and because it doesn't have the CA restrictions, it's a little bit easier to kind of snap fire it around things.
Yeah. Do you have is there anything special on it? Is it just is it just a gun or does it get smoke or anything? I don't think it does, but
No, I think it's just a gun.
huh.
They like whitened it incredibly so that it's like yes, I think it's technically got stabilizer arms on it, but I'm imagining they're just a couple of bamboo poles jammed into the ground.
Yeah, I think it just says basically just it has to have a crew. It can't be used by anybody else, but there's no
Yeah, it's kind of nice and quirky and not overpowering, I guess. Like, it's useful, but it's not. I mean, it's only 37, so it's a huge, huge firepower action there.
yeah, pretty cool though.
Yeah, no, I always feel like with the infantry guns and stuff, they always feel very static to me. Like, I don't really feel like they can be moved effectively. Whereas this one, for whatever reason, I didn't have that feeling.
I think the only argument I have is that I think I can only count the number of times I've like man, I don't even know, like I forget even what the term is in the gun section to move it like manually. What is it? Movement, guns, and ammo. Just pushing?
Portage?
No, portage is when you have it in like you're towing it or whatever. But if you're pushing it, like you can push it physically with your guys, right? If it's small enough and whatever. But the number of times I've actually done that is so slim. Just because like you have to not have a vehicle and you have to essentially choose a location that like you would want to move out of, which also implies that like you're getting out of a building or you're moving along a road or something. And I think those situations are so rare that like you absolutely would not want to be in LOS of anybody, or else you just get torn to shreds. But yeah. All right. So I'll just end the stream here. So thanks for everybody for watching, and we can, if you want to discuss